So guys, welcome back to this channel. Now let's take a look at our S&P 500. So if you are new to this channel and you know you've not subscribed, make sure you click on the subscribe button, like, share, and also make your comments. I'd love to watch out for it. So actually did analysis about last week, right, on our S&P 500. We also said that we will be going bearish, and take a look at this week, right? We actually went bearish, right? Take a look at this red candlestick on our weekly time frame. So this week, we want to predict where our S&P 500 will be moving to. In order to do so, I want us to actually start from the monthly time frame. So we would analyze it downward to our 4-hour time frame, and I'll tell you why we're placing such trade and we're moving such a way this week. Now see it on the monthly time frame. Take a look at the food trend on this S&P 500. You can see that the food trend, I think this movement started here from 2009. You can see that we've actually been going bullish on S&P 500. The price has actually been taking us bullish right on S&P 500, and I've also included this moving average, which is 10 period moving average. We all know the rules of trading this 10 period moving average is that once the prices are above our moving average, then it is a buy, right? We are on a bullish move. But if it is below it, we are on a sell. That means we are on a bearish move. So for some times, this price has been above our 10 period moving average, which was bullish, right? Then all of a sudden, I think this was around late 2021, then we started having this bearish move on S&P 500. To the extent that this price actually dropped and broke our 10 period moving average, and ever since then, it has been below our 10 period moving average, and this is now a sell move on S&P 500. So you can take a look at this movement like this here as a drop or impulse move downward. Here will be the correction. We see this new drop. Notice that this drop actually broke this previous drop, and that is the sign of a bearish move or a downward move. Then here is a correction, right? So the correction went up, and now we've had another bearish move that it even broke below this level, previous lows, right? And now a correction has been made. Of course, after a bearish move, a correction should be made, and now you are expecting another drop. So we kind of had a drop bearish move, and now we are expecting another drop. Possibly this week, we should be able to break this level on our S&P 500. So when you take a look at this movement, right, we are clearly on a bearish move, right? So the drop has now begun. Let's hope this week we will be able to break this level. If you can't, within 2 weeks, we surely must be we should have broken it, or we should be able to break it within 2 weeks. That this week, like I said, is that that have that bearish move that we are going to break this level this week, or we'll be able to break it in 2 weeks' time. So S&P 500 above all, we are still on a bearish move, and we should still look for a way to sell since the price is still below our 10 period moving average. As long as it is still below our moving average, then we are on a sell, and that should guide us on how to actually short this movement. That should now take us to our weekly time frame. So again, once again, if you take a look at the food trend on this S&P 500, this is actually on a bearish move, right? We are dropping, and you can take a look at it. There's some time we see that this price has been below the 10 period moving average, right? The price kind of rose up for some time, it broke above it, and it corrected itself by dropping. We see this massive drop when the price corrected itself, and it was below the 10 period moving average. As it was below the 10 period moving average from here, you can see this movement downward, right? Then price kind of roll up, broke above it a little bit. Now it is dropping, and it is below the moving average. You can see this movement, right? And the movement is not yet over though. We will continue to go bearish. So clearly, S&P 500, we are on a bearish move. Now let's take a look at this movement like this. You can take a look at it. This drop, I think this is around July. Let's take it from here. Let's about July, August. Within July, August, this is the movement from here. So we can take a look at this drop. Here is the correction on the S&P. Here we will take this as a drop, right? Notice the drop broke this previous lows, which is one of the signs that we are still on a bearish move. If not, we might decide to opt out of the trade. But since it's broke broke below it, still on a bearish move. Then a correction has been made, right? Of course, we expect another bearish move. So one of the reasons why the week that just finished, we kind of had a bearish move, and we also predicted we will be going bearish, which we actually did so. So now that we've actually closed bearish, this week we would also be closing bearish. So this week be expecting a movement by the time market opens next. We should kind of see that price that will give us that bearish move. At least even if it does not break these lows, right? We should be able to take the low. So this is exactly what I'll be expecting on S&P 500, right? This is a low here, and a pullback was played out here, right? Then we are expecting a new lows to break this low. If this week price is unable to break this low, then price should be able to give us that drop to this our low here. So two ways is that price give us that low to the extent it breaks this previous lower lows, or we kind of see it get to this level and see some reaction at this level whereby we will close there for the week. Secondly, is that the price itself is still below the 10 period moving average. Take a look at the movements here, which is still below the 10 period moving average, right? So that would now take us to the daily time frame, right? Now this is the daily time frame on our S&P 500. So this is a bearish move. I think we had this bearish move throughout last week. See, price opens on Monday, we kind of open and close red. Tuesday we actually opened close red. Wednesday red, Thursday red, and we kind of see on Friday you kind of see this huge candlestick where then price drop. Still an indication that we are on a bearish move. So let's open Monday, within Monday, Tuesday, when market has opened, that we are predicting for. Price should be able to take out this level of 3640, right? Once price can get to a level of 3640, then possibly a pullback should occur, which I strongly believe will happen. If a pullback should occur back to this level, then our S&P should give us another drop again, which I strongly believe will happen, hereby it should take out this level again, which is a level of 3569. First of all though, we should get target a level of 36 let's say 3640. So target a level of 3640, because I strongly believe the price will get to this level this week, which is a very short thing. Then from there a pullback can occur, and maybe that will give us another sell setup for those who want to jump on that. You can enter and short it again, thereby price will break that 3640 on the S&P 500. Secondly, again, the daily time frame is below the moving average. Still an indication that this is a bearish move and we are to short this movement, right? If you are to take this trade, then we are to short this price. We see it for some time. I think it was about last week, right? We see that this price has been above the moving average, right? At that period of time, we've actually gone long, grabbed a lot, but now this price has been giving us a bearish move to the extent that has even broken below it. Then a little bit of a pullback kind of, happened, which is more visible on the 4-hour time frame. After the pullback, of course, and that bearish move, which we are open by market opened this week, we should be able to break it out, come to a level of 3640. Pullback should occur, right? Another bearish move downward this week. And to place this trade, let's see what this 4-hour time frame actually says, because we would love to place it on the 4-hour time frame. And what does the 4-hour time frame actually say? This is a bearish move. Notice that from our weekly time frame, we would want to short it. We are on a bearish move. We want to enter to short it, right? So we would want to do it on the 4-hour time frame. Assuming this 4-hour time frame is still giving us that bullish move, right, is giving us this kind of movements like this bullish move, right? I would have advised us to actually stay out of this trade, right? Do not place the trade. But clearly we can see it is on a bearish move. Then it is not a bad thing to actually try to short it, right? Maybe we can see it like this. Here is the drop, here is the correction, here is the drop, right? Here is the correction. Maybe once the market opens, you can enter to drop again, or you can wait for the price to drop further down till it breaks this low. Then that should be an indication that you are now on a bearish move. downward to this level, pullback should occur, and downward again on this S&P 500. Above all, we would want to go bearish this week on our S&P 500. Thereby, we would have a red candlestick week on our weekly time frame on our S&P 500.